devastating, and I'm glad she didn't get a chance to see that. But beyond just the medical diagnosis, I would like to say it is of my opinion, too, that my grandmother and my aunt died of a broken heart. This was part of them. And I was born at Huntington Hospital in Pasadena, and I spent some of my first days here, but they spent more time than I'll probably ever have on this earth here. And I can't imagine a more terrible and horrific way for them to go out. So beyond just the medical diagnosis and what you see on the death certificate, just know that their spirits were destroyed, and I'm sure many in this room have felt the same way. And it's beyond just needles and breathing machines. We are people, and people have feelings, and people have hearts, and they lost theirs that day. Everything else out there was ancillary. The moment that we lost our home, and everything that came after that is the tragedy that will continue to affect this community for generations. So yeah, that's just kind of what I want to say.
And as Earl reminded me, his mother lived in that house for 54 years. 54 years, and I imagine Ivy lived there her whole life. Yes, sir.
Thank you to the family for sharing this story with us today. For Pastor Crump, for Attorney Crump.
Yes, sir.
Is this the first time that a proximate cause case has been filed to your knowledge, or is this something that you filed before regarding fires? Maybe just talk a little bit about the uniqueness of the bars case.
These are our first wrongful death cases that we filed that did not happen immediately on that day. And we've been contacted by people who lost loved ones within the weeks after, like Earl's mother and sister, because they said we had respiratory problems, and that was, further, I guess, elaborated on by Kim, who, thank God, is living here with us. A month later, she's still having breathing problems. And so, this is unique in that regard. But I don't think they're the only ones who suffer those type of losses.
Can I just ask a quick follow-up?
Please.
I was wondering, I hope this isn't too cumbersome, but if I could get the proper spellings of each of the loved ones lost, but also of each of our speakers today.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. And is that the last question? If that is, we'll start with Zaire and come down. Just state your name.
All right, so the question portion wrapping up here in this news conference setting out in California. The families talking about the loved ones that did not make it from the Eaton Fire.
That's the hardest part. I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to take care of elders and disabled. It's a lot of work, and that is straight from the heart when you're doing that. That means you have a God like in you when you're doing that type of work, and that's the difference.
All right, so we've been hearing this question a lot, but it's what's the difference between Max Easy and our new product, Maxwell One? And today, I'm gonna tell you the difference between both, go over each one a little bit, and then see what product's best for you. Max Easy and Maxwell One are both powered by Triphene technology, and they are two of our high-performance products that we've got in our lineup. Here we have Max Easy. This is our high-performance coating. It is the easiest coating in the world to apply. All you gotta do is spray the car once the car is still wet after you wash it, rinse it around, and you're good to go. The main difference between Max Easy and Maxwell One is that Max Easy, you'll need to wash the whole car first. While the car is still wet, you spray this on each panel, rinse it around, dry the car like you normally would, and then it's coated. And this thing gets everywhere. I mean, when you put the sprayer on, right? So you can get up in nooks, crannies, you can get inside like the wheel, the fenders, behind the grill, things like that. So it can go everywhere. It's ideal for glass as well. You'll see white little suds when you spray it on there. All you gotta do, rinse it, dry the car like you normally would, you're good to go. Everything's coated. Just like sunscreen, if you apply too much Max Easy, there will be a little excess on the surface. All you gotta do is take your drying towel, go back over those areas and just smooth them out a little bit. If you enjoy routinely washing your car, then Max Easy is the way to go. It'll be a really quick, easy way to protect your vehicle after you get done washing and cleaning it to make sure it's fully protected and looks like brand new. And then we have Maxwell One. This is our all-purpose, multi-surface, clean, shine, and protect so everything looks new again spray. And as the name suggests, one, this is one product for everything. If you don't like using the buckets and the soap for the routine washes, all you gotta do is spray this on your car while it's lightly to moderately dirty. If it's super grimy, you're gonna have to go back, fully wash it, and then apply Max Easy. But if it's just lightly to moderately dirty, use Maxwell One, you'll spray it on there, you'll grab a microfiber towel, wipe all that off. At the end, you'll grab another microfiber towel and then buff it in. And then it's good to go. You're clean, you're protected, you're shiny, you're instantly hydrophobic. And it's perfect for trim, rubber, make it look richer, darker, and newer. Another thing is that you can also use Maxwell One on the interior, so the dash, the leather, every single part of your interior, you can use this on. The Maxwell One also comes in two sizes. There is the 20-ounce bottle, which Max Easy also comes in, and most of our products come in, and then there's also a 9-ounce bottle. So, now that you know the differences, Max Easy.
Now, if you ask, is the VA perfect? No, it's not. I can't tell you that it is. But let me tell you, we're light years better than the private sector. That's why I will not stop fighting to see the VA improved and not destroyed. As you all know, Secretary Collins is now looking to cut tens of thousands, up to 80,000 jobs from the VA. Yeah. These decisions are being made at the atmospheric level. The staff that do the work know best where things can be improved and streamlined, and I say ask them. He says no mission-critical positions will be cut, but let me tell you, all positions in the VA are mission-critical. It's important for every person to keep their job. From the engineering staff to the housekeeper to the dietary staff, secretarial staff, and many, many more. When cuts are made, who will be there to have to pick up the work that needs to be done? The nursing staff and the medical staff that are left. When supply folks are cut, I heard that operations were being postponed so nurses could get clinical supplies. Let me explain that for you. In one place, a nurse had to go to the warehouse in the VA to get supplies for surgery needed in the OR for a patient who was waiting. That's not right. That's right. But that veteran finally got their surgery. It was delayed, but it was done. But it was because the nurses stood for that veteran. When housekeeping was cut, I heard delays in veterans getting into beds because there was no one to clean the rooms. This causes delays for our patients getting needed treatment started, and in some cases, it may need to lead for a more elevated critical need of treatment. It's common sense. Cutting 80,000 jobs will cause delays in veteran care, so we say absolutely no cuts. That's right. We know we are witnessing